Hello everyone! My name is Jesse. Welcome back to another Bakugan unboxing. We have a pretty big one here today. Where do I even start? I guess I'm starting to collect the Mechtanium Surge villains, and this is the first one we're going to be opening for that set. So I have the entire Chaos Army on the way. So I have Horridian, which is today's video. I have Aquas Krakenoid on the way, Pyrus Bowl Cannon, Subterra Vertex, and then Ventus Spyron on the way. The only one I'm missing is Chaos Crowl, and if you know anything about Chaos Crowl, it's either virtually impossible to get. If you do manage to find one, it's like $1,000, or you get a recast, which for some reasons also trying to be sold for almost $1,000. I don't know why. I don't really know how I'm going to collect that one. That one might end up having to be a custom paint. We'll see. If you have some resources for Crowl, let me know. But for now, this video is about Darkus Horridian. So, as you can see, this is in packaging. Let's do that there first. I also want to give a shout out to the seller. I don't know if I'm going to explicitly put their name or anything like that on there. I might contact them later and say, hey, can I, give you credit, and it'll pop up on the screen right now. But to respect their privacy, I'm not going to do anything just yet. But they reached out to me. They're a fan of the channel, so they may be watching. Hello, thank you for the Bakugan. This is fantastic. But yeah, got this guy for $270. And you might be like, wow, that's a lot. And it is a lot. But this is one of the rarer Bakugan out there, and it's actually a pretty good price. I had a couple other sellers reach out to me, again, all anonymous, but trying to get me to pay almost $600 for a Darkus Horridian's not it, as well as a couple of other prices that were just astronomically high. So $270 I will take. The seller also, side note here, also shipped this Aquas Mercury Dragonoid, which I didn't know about, but I'm really happy about that too. That's super cool that we got one. The top of it's a bit busted right here. You can kind of stick your finger in there, and it's a bit cracked on the side, but I mean, hey, it's still sealed, so we have this as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but just wanted to point out that I also got this for free, which was pretty nice. Really appreciate that, and it's in great condition, so there's that. But yeah, so couple things. Let's look at the packaging. Obviously, so this is Mechtanium Surge. This is a booster pack. This is Sega Toys and New Boy. So I didn't know this when buying, but New Boy, this logo here, is the toy distributor for like most Middle Eastern countries. So I know I have quite a few Middle Eastern fans watching, and so you all will be able to put much more input than I could. But from what I understand, this is just the toy distributor for the Middle East, so that's why it has the logo here. We have the back, which is pretty standard stuff. Let's see if I can even find a date. A date would be nice. Let's see. Oh, there's the date stamp. So it says, this is going to be hard to read, but I'll read it out. So it says 305-06-AE6 and then 305-06A. So I'm not sure if that really gives away any kind of date. Bakugan 4 project. We know that's Mechtanium Surge. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a specific date. It includes one Bakugan and 2 cards. Nice. So I have debated heavily over whether or not I should crack this open. Because it's obviously in packaging. Now, I did a poll online. Here are the results to that. And as you can see, over 70% of you said, crack that bad boy open. Or, as this one particular commenter said, unleash the beast. We've got to do it. And the other Bakugan aren't sealed, so it only makes sense to pop this guy out of packaging. So, we are going to preserve the packaging. If I ever really wanted to, I think I could just glue this back on. But we're going to pop him open, take a look. I've never held a Horridian in my life, so this is going to be quite interesting. And as you can see, it's just peeling off. Like, the glue's so old. It's coming right off. Like, I'm barely putting any effort, and it's just popping. That's crazy. Let's get the bottom side here. Almost want to take like a little butter knife and glide it across, but I'm not sure if that'll help. The glue seems to be the strongest here, but it's just popping off. Okay, it's the strongest right here. So we might be able to just... interesting. Oh yeah, we can just take it out. Nice, so we will take a look at the card, why not? We'll get the backing out. Just that, okay. And then... Horridian, nice. Alright, packaging. Done for. We'll put this over here. We have officially opened the Bakugan. Got that. That's the card holder. Do we want to take the cards out? Oh, there is like a Horridian featured card there. That's nice. I don't think so. Well, let's see. How is it glued on this piece of tape? Nah, you know what? We'll keep these sealed for now. I'm just gonna use the card probably to pop him open. But that should work. And then we have Horridian, which very nice. Ooh, I don't want to hurt him. Let me zoom in for you guys. Okay. That's better. Okay, let's see if I can get him out. Oh, he's in there. He's really in there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Put that aside. Dang, and so here we have Horridian. Oh, wow, check that out. I've never really looked at Horridian. So this one's not die cast. It is all plastic, but that doesn't particularly bother me. Oh, I've never really, like, got a good close-up. Oh, his G-power is covered. Let me know in the comments what his G-power is. I'm not sure. I don't really want to peel it off. Maybe one day we will, but for now we're gonna keep it closed. Oh, wow, I've never held Horridian. I've never really looked at him super duper close. How do we close him? Let's see. Lots of hand pieces, okay. So we gotta get that just perfect. Nice, okay. That wasn't too shabby. That is insane. It looks so good. I love, there was like a weird, this is like tape, and it's like powdery with glue. That's how old it is. Let's go ahead and roll him open. Let's see if he pops. Nope. Oh, well, I forgot the card's on plastic, but yeah. Nice. Dang. Okay, well, let me pull up some pictures of Horridian. I want to compare him to the shows as well as just talk about him more. Alright, so let's get Horridian pulled up. And I'm just going to kind of rotate him around. I'll actually put him like this for the image. Alright, so let's talk about Horridian. I'm not going to talk super in detail because, of course, I'm going to have another video for that when I get all of the set. But here's the difference. You can see Horridian's got a lot more like purple and green on him. And there's actually some silver down here that's missing from the actual ball form. But, you know, this fits the Mechtanium Surge theme for all of that. And then he has a battle gear, which is Arrow Blaze, which I do not have. I don't think I will ever have. They barely exist. If you find them, you're like, that's kind of sus. Where did you get that? Is it a factory thing? You know, they might have made a couple prototypes. There's no telling. But yeah, so I don't think I'll ever be able to get that, which is kind of a shame, just that it's just they never made it, so that's all there is to it. But Horridian is Anubis Bakugan, and also like a Cerberus. So as you can see, he's got 3 heads, so one here, one there, and one there. I'll pull up pictures, and he's one of the, you know, many Bakugan that's got 3 heads, but this time he's a dog instead of a Hydra of any kind. And, you know, Anubis brawled with him in Bull Cannon, and I think it's Vertex too, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, and it's Krakenoid. So Krakenoid, so Horridian, Krakenoid, and Bull Cannon all together, which is pretty nice. Yeah. This is Horridian, looking very nice. I don't want to talk about him over too much because I am going to eventually make a video on it, but Really cool Bakugan. Let's roll him up again. He's surprisingly, like, not complex. I don't understand why he's so sought after. It's kind of surprising. I guess there is a bit of complexity, but it reminds me, the complexity of it reminds me a lot of Raisinoid, like how his body kind of closes in together. Interesting. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put this guy. Well, let's get a nice roll really quick. Let's see if I can get one like across the screen for you guys. At least see if we can get him to stand, right? Oh, so close. Oh, he should have landed. Nice. There we go. Oh, it popped off on the off the screen some. But yeah, really neat Bakugan. I'm so happy to have it as part of the collection, and this one's super sought after. Another thing I noticed is the Jeep, or the attribute symbol is in like an interesting area. It's right there on the side near the tail, not like on one of the heads or anything. Huh. Anyways, am I missing any other pieces on him that can pop up? I don't think so. His head's right there. Everything seems to be in working order. He's got no additional claws or anything that come out. Huh. It's just these what are these? Hands. And then the 2 extra heads, which they can come up, which is interesting. Like the heads come up, but they just flop back down. I wonder if you can... Be cool if they had little joints. Interesting. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment, and of course, subscribe for more awesome content. My name is Jesse. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.